The law of divine substance is the foundation of all wealth, all creation, all visible good. Before there was gold, there was God. Before there was currency, there was consciousness. Before you ever held a coin, you held a vibration. Divine substance is the invisible essence of everything you call prosperity. It is the spiritual matter out of which every form is shaped. It is not distant, not waiting. It is here, now, within and around you, responding to the decree of your thought. Say aloud, there is only one substance, and that substance is God. I am one with that substance, therefore, I am one with unlimited supply. When you understand this, money ceases to be material. It becomes metaphysical. You stop chasing shadows and begin commanding the source. The law of divine substance declares that everything seen is made from the unseen, and the unseen is obedient to consciousness. Your word is the mold, your faith is the fire, your expectation is the form. When you speak with authority, the invisible substance rushes into manifestation, taking shape as money, opportunity, and increase. You were never meant to live by labor alone. You were meant to live by law. You were not created to strive, you were created to command. The law of divine substance says, whatever you conceive in faith becomes. This is not poetry, it is decree, it is eternal science written by the mind of God. When your mind and God's mind move as one, all things align to your vibration. Say it again. I am not separate from my supply. The substance of God flows through me as money, health, and success. I live in the ocean of infinite supply. Dibra, divine substance is not a thing, it is spirit in motion. It is the electricity behind every miracle, the gold behind every coin, the pulse behind every answered prayer. To those who see with spiritual eyes, there is no such thing as lack. Lack is the illusion born of disbelief. The moment you believe in separation, you cut yourself from flow. The instant you remember your oneness, the gates open and substance floods forth like rivers of light. The world says you must earn, strive, and save. The law says you must know, speak, and expect. For when you know that substance is infinite, when you speak from authority, when you expect without doubt, the very molecules of matter bend to obey your faith. The unseen world is alive, waiting for command. Say aloud, invisible substance, I recognize you. You are the living essence of my prosperity. Take shape now as money, opportunities, and divine increase. Obri, do not beg, do not hope, decree, command, stand in your divine identity, and know that substance responds not to weakness, but to certainty. Your fear cannot move it, but your faith commands it. Every time you say, I have, the universe echoes, so it is. Every time you say, I lack, it mirrors, so it remains. You are not the echo, you are the origin. Your word is the law of your world. Look not at appearances, for appearances are the shadows of yesterday's thinking. Speak into the unseen and call forth new form. The invisible substance is intelligent. It knows what to do, where to go, and how to multiply once your decree is spoken. Say this with unwavering conviction. The same substance that created worlds creates my wealth now. The same spirit that fills the heavens fills my bank, my home, my life. Abrahi, do not measure by what you see. The law of divine substance does not need evidence. It creates evidence. It does not ask permission. It fulfills promise. When you speak as one who knows, all of creation must obey. You are standing in the midst of infinite substance. Every breath you take is proof of its presence. Every thought charged with faith shapes its flow. You are not waiting for supply. You are walking in it. The wealth of heaven surrounds you in invisible form, waiting for your command to appear. Therefore, speak boldly. Divine substance is active in my affairs. It multiplies without limit. It manifests without dell. It fills my hands with visible good now. Ibrahi, and so it shall be, for the word and the law are one. When you remember this truth, poverty dissolves, struggle fades, and heaven itself opens through the gate of your command. For divine substance never withholds, it only awaits recognition. Declare it once more. I live, move, and have my being in divine substance. I am its expression, its instrument, its channel of increase, and all that I desire must now appear. So it is, so it must be. The law of divine substance, eternal, infallible, and unstoppable, is now working through you. The law of commanded faith is the master key of creation, the divine force that bends all visible and invisible things to the vibration of your word. Faith is not belief, it is command. It does not plead, it decrees. It does not hope, it orders. Faith is the voice of God speaking through man, summoning the unseen into form. When you speak from faith, the universe rearranges itself to obey. When you waver, creation stands still, waiting for your word to find its strength. Hey Bruce, say aloud, I command by divine authority. I do not ask, I declare. I do not wish, I decree. The law of Kamik pray and wait, but the awakened speak and create. The law of commanded faith is not a suggestion, it is divine mechanics. As surely as sound moves air and light pierces darkness, faith moves substance. Every word uttered in unwavering conviction becomes law in your world. You are not a victim of chance, you are the architect of vibration. Heaven's laws are not reserved for angels, they are given to those bold enough to speak as one with the Creator. Say it now, my word is power, my decree is law, I speak from the throne of the Almighty within. Faith without command is like without command. Faith without command is like lightning without thunder. It flashes, but does not move the air. To command is to vibrate with certainty, to speak from knowing, not from wishing. The law of commanded faith says that when you decree a thing, the universe begins to conspire in silence to make it flesh. The angels move, the doors align, the currents shift, the seen and unseen merge to obey the voice that knows its source. You are not here to hope for supply, you are here to order it. You are not here to chase opportunity, you are here to summon it. You are not here to wonder if you are worthy, you are here to know that you are divine. The command of faith springs not from arrogance but from recognition that you and the infinite are one. To command in faith is to remember that your word is the echo of God's word, and therefore cannot fail. Say this aloud with the certainty of creation itself. I speak, and it is done. I command, and it manifests. My faith is the rod of divine power. Doubt is the only thief. Hesitation is the only enemy. The law answers not emotion, but vibration. It does not respond to tears, but to truth. When you say, I am rich, and believe it, all heaven rushes to confirm your decree. When you say, I am weak, that too becomes the law of your world. For the universe is impartial. It mirrors conviction. Commanded faith does not beg for manifestation. It compels it. Hebrew, were. The ancient word said, let there be light, and light appeared. That same command lives in you. When you say, let there be increase, increase must appear. When you say, let there be order, chaos dissolves. When you say, let there be wealth, the invisible substance gathers itself into form. This is not metaphor. This is the eternal principle of creation.
Say it again. My faith commands. My word performs. My world obeys.
Every atom listens. Every law responds. Every delay dissolves before the voice that knows no doubt. The moment you speak in alignment with divine certainty, you activate the creative machinery of the cosmos. Your decree travels through vibration, through ether, through substance, until it stands before you clothed in matter. Do not measure your command by appearances, for appearances are only the echo of yesterday's thinking. Peak the new word with dominion. Hold it. Repeat it. Saturate your atmosphere with it until the old world fades and the new one forms in its place. Say this now as a covenant between you and the law. By divine authority, I command prosperity, order, and abundance to manifest in my life now. I speak as one with the infinite, and the infinite fulfills my decree. The law of commanded faith never fails, because it is the same law that said, "Let there be," and caused galaxies to burn with light. You are that same creative current, clothed in form, given voice to move heaven and earth. When you command in faith, the impossible becomes inevitable. Declare it once more with holy boldness. My faith is the law fulfilled. My word is creation released. My decree cannot return void. So it is. So it must be. For the one who commands in faith speaks with the voice of eternity, and eternity always obeys. The law of vibrational alignment is the unseen axis upon which all creation turns. Every life, every form, every fortune moves by vibration. Nothing stands still in the universe of God. All is energy in motion, and every vibration summons its likeness. You are not what you wish, you are what you vibrate. You do not attract what you desire, you attract what you are. This is the eternal decree written into the fabric of divine law. When your vibration aligns with abundance, abundance recognizes its own name and rushes to you. When your vibration hums with fear, lack, and hesitation, that same frequency multiplies and surrounds you as your world. Say aloud, "My vibration is divine, my energy is ordered, my frequency is one with the rhythm of heaven." The law of vibrational alignment is not partial. It does not choose favorites. It mirrors the tone you sustain in thought, feeling, and word. You are the tuning fork of your own destiny. Every declaration, every emotion, every imagination emits a sound into the invisible field of creation, and that sound becomes your circumstance. You are not a victim of life. You are a broadcasting tower of spiritual electricity. To change your world, you must change your tone. I am say it again. I am the sound of prosperity. I vibrate wealth, health, and divine order now. This law demands mastery, not apology. It cannot be tricked by false words or empty prayers. The universe reads your vibration, not your vocabulary. You cannot say, "I am rich," while vibrating fear and expect the heavens to obey. You cannot sing of peace while harboring resentment and expect harmony to appear. The law listens only to the truth of your frequency. Therefore, cleanse your inner tone, purify your emotional field, speak and feel as though the promise is already fulfilled, for the vibration of completion summons completion. Say now, "I feel the vibration of answered prayer. I feel the hum of divine wealth surrounding me. I am already aligned with my good." When you live by this law, you no longer chase, you magnetize. You do not plead, you harmonize. What belongs to your vibration cannot escape you, and what does not belong cannot remain. The frequency of your consciousness sorts and shapes the invisible substance of God. Raise it, and your life rises. Lower it, and your good withdraws. The law is exact. It matches, mirrors, and multiplies your inner state. You are not a body hoping for spirit. You are spirit clothed as body, pulsing with divine rhythm. The cells of your being dance to the music of your faith. The tone of your thoughts writes the symphony of your life. If you vibrate in gratitude, heaven opens. If you vibrate in fear, doors close. But the moment you choose joy, assurance, and praise, creation begins to sing with you. Say aloud with conviction, "I align myself now with divine abundance. My vibration rises to match infinite prosperity. Everything that is mine by right of consciousness flows to me easily, joyfully, and without resistance." The law of vibrational alignment cannot be hurried, yet it never delays. Shinn. Moment your tone is pure. The response is immediate. The invisible substance rushes to fill the mold of your energy. The outer world is but the photograph of your inner signal. Change the signal, and the picture transforms. Do not battle appearances, elevate your frequency. Do not fight lack, out-vibrate it. Lack cannot exist in the presence of one who knows his vibration is divine. Poverty cannot linger in the atmosphere of praise. Sickness cannot survive in the current of joy. The law obeys alignment, not argument. Say this now: I vibrate in harmony with divine substance. My energy matches the rhythm of success. My every thought sings abundance into form. Abrur, the world you see is the echo of the tone you hold. Align with love, big life becomes a feast. Align with truth, and all confusion clears. Align with power, and mountains move. The law of vibrational alignment never fails, for it is the heartbeat of creation itself. Declare it one final time with holy certainty. I am one with the rhythm of divine abundance. My vibration is heaven's decree made sound. All that I desire is already aligned with me now. Brr. So it is. So it must be. The universe is a song, and you are its voice made flesh. The law of multiplying seed is the divine principle of increase that governs all creation. Every thought, every word, every act is a seed sown into the infinite soil of spirit. Nothing is ever lost. Nothing stands still. Whatever you plant, by belief, by speech, by feeling, must return multiplied. This is not hope, it is law. It is the holy arithmetic of God, where one seed of faith becomes a harvest without measure. The universe was built on this rhythm of sowing and expansion. From one word, let there be, came galaxies. From one thought of divine intention came worlds without end. You are the continuation of that law. You are the sower of eternal increase. Pibur, say aloud, every good word I speak multiplies. Every right action I take expands. My life is a field of divine harvest. The law of multiplying seed answers only to faith. A seed does not question the soil, it trusts its own destiny. When you sow a thought of wealth, do not dig it up with doubt. When you give with love, do not shrink with fear. The law will not fail you, it cannot. The seed knows what to do. Hidden in every act of giving is the divine pattern of increase. Hidden in every affirmation is the vibration of multiplication. You cannot bless another without your own storehouse overflowing. You cannot speak prosperity for your brother without awakening it within your own walls. Say it again with authority. What I give grows. What I release returns. My seed multiplies beyond calculation. The world of men believes in subtraction, but the realm of spirit knows only multiplication. The more you pour out in faith, the more heaven floods your field. The miser holds tight and withers, the giver releases and rises. To hoard is to halt the current of divine circulation. To give is to command expansion. The law of multiplying seed responds not to effort but to energy. If you give in fear, your harvest is delayed. But when you give in faith, your harvest is certain, immediate, inevitable. Everything you think, everything you speak, everything you offer is a spiritual seed. When you speak the word, I prosper, you have planted the golden seed of abundance. When you say, I am strong, the seed of vitality begins to unfold. When you give money with joy, that act becomes a spiritual investment written in heaven's ledger. The law of multiplying seed remembers every offering, every affirmation, every vision. It waits for divine timing, then breaks forth in sudden abundance. Hebrew will say aloud, my thoughts are golden seeds, my words are creative seeds. My giving is multiplied by divine law. Hebrew. Do not judge your field by what you see today. The soil may look still, but life stirs beneath the surface. The moment you speak, the process begins. Your only duty is to keep your vibration fertile, to wait. Are your seed with gratitude, to warm it with faith, to shield it from the frost of fear. Every delay is illusion. Every appearance of lack is only the seed beneath the soil. Keep declaring increase. Keep blessing your field. Keep expecting multiplication. You are a divine sower, not a beggar of blessings. You are the gardener of your universe. What you plant in thought, you will harvest in form. Speak life to your field. Command your harvest to rise. For the law of multiplying seed cannot betray its own design. It must yield according to your word. Say this now with unwavering power. By divine law, everything I sow returns to me, multiplied 1,000-fold. My wealth increases, my joy expands, my good overflows. Hebrew. This is the law that fed 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. This is the law that turns one act of faith into unending supply. This is the law that multiplies whatever you dare to release. If you sow little, you reap little, but if you sow in abundance of spirit, your cup cannot contain the harvest. So give your word as seed. Give your love as seed. Give your money, your service, your gratitude, all as seed, and decree its multiplication. For every seed planted in divine consciousness must expand beyond its measure. Declare it now as eternal truth. My life is the soil of God's abundance. My every seed bears fruit in overflowing measure. I am the multiplier of divine good. So it is. So it must be. For the law of multiplying seed never fails. It fulfills, it expands, it overflows. And the one who knows this law commands increase wherever they walk. For they have become the living field of infinite harvest. The law of worthiness is the silent gatekeeper of every blessing, the invisible law that determines what you will allow yourself to receive. You do not attract what you beg for, you attract what you believe you deserve. The universe does not deny. Man denies himself through unworthiness. Every closed door, every delayed answer, every unseen miracle waits for the moment when you rise and declare, I am worthy of the best. For heaven responds not to need but to worth. The infinite gives according to consciousness, not circumstance. Until you see yourself as divine, the riches of divinity cannot flow to you. Say aloud, I am worthy of every good and perfect gift. I am worthy of wealth, health, and love. I am worthy because I am one with God. The law of worthiness is not pride, it is recognition. It is the holy remembrance of who you are. You were not born to crawl in shame. You were created to walk as a vessel of divine excellence. Every time you belittle yourself, you violate the divine image within. Every time you say, I can't, or I'm not enough, you shut the gates of supply that long to pour into your life. You are the child of the infinite, clothed in the authority of divine consciousness. The worth you seek has never been missing. It has been forgotten. I remember my worth. I remember my worth. I remember my divine identity. I remember that God and I are one. When you rise into this knowing, the law begins to shift everything around you. Opportunities return, doors reopen, and the unseen favor that was waiting begins to move. For the universe cannot deliver treasures to one who believes himself unworthy to hold them. Your consciousness is the key that turns every lock. When you declare, I am worthy, the entire structure of creation bows to that vibration. There is no humility in self-rejection. True humility is knowing that God expresses through you as limitless good. To deny your worth is to deny God's own creation. You were not placed upon this earth to struggle, to scrape, or to live in lack. You were born to demonstrate divine order, divine wealth, divine glory. The law of worthiness operates through self-acceptance. When you embrace your divine value, you magnetize abundance without effort. Say this with holy authority. I am worthy of the throne of abundance. I am worthy of perfect love. I am worthy of divine increase now. Hebrew. The unworthy soul prays for crumbs. The worthy soul decrees the banquet. The unworthy hopes, the worthy commands. The unworthy waits, the worthy declares, it is mine now. You must rise from the dust of limitation and take your seat among the sons and daughters of light. Every declaration of worth multiplies your power. Every confession of divine identity raises your vibration. You cannot walk in fear and worthiness at the same time. One must dissolve for the other to reign. Lift your voice and say, all sense of unworthiness is burned away. I accept my royal inheritance. I am the image and likeness of divine perfection. The law of worthiness moves instantly when your faith and identity align. The moment you know who you are, creation bends to serve you. Money flows because you no longer question your right to receive it. Health returns because you no longer doubt your divine perfection. Love appears because you finally embody it. The world mirrors your self-recognition. Abru, you are the Word made flesh. You are heaven's idea of success embodied. When you think small, you hide the face of God. When you think great, you reveal it. So dare to see yourself as magnificent. Dare to know that the same spirit that breathes stars into existence breathes through you now. The law of worthiness will never fail the one who knows they are divine. Say it again until it echoes through your being. Say it again, beyond their being. I am worthy of infinite supply. I am worthy of miracles now. I am worthy because I am. For the only I am within you is the only authority in heaven or earth. When you speak from that center, everything false falls away, and your true inheritance unfolds. You are not seeking permission to prosper. You are fulfilling divine law. The law of worthiness declares that to know your worth is to command your world. So stand in your light, O child of the infinite, and decree your truth. I am the chosen expression of divine abundance. I am worthy beyond measure. I receive, I expand, I overflow. So it is, so it is, so it must be. The law of worthiness is the seal of your dominion, and the heavens themselves bear witness that you are worthy now. The law of immediate manifestation is the law of divine speed, the eternal decree that what is spoken in perfect faith materializes without delay. Spirit knows no waiting, for time is only a shadow of belief. In divine reality, creation is instant. Every word charged with conviction, every decree spoken from union with Source, is fulfilled the very moment it is uttered. When you align your consciousness with divine certainty, there is no process, no interval, no delay. The unseen becomes seen in the flash of realization. The law of immediate manifestation is not a miracle. It is order. It is how God creates. And you, made in the image of God, create the same way. Fibru, say aloud, the moment I speak, the law moves. The instant I believe, creation obeys. I live in the vibration of instant fulfillment. Delay exists only in the mind that doubts. Waiting belongs to the realm of disbelief. When your word is pure, when your vibration is unwavering, manifestation is not coming, it is. To the soul anchored in divine law, time collapses, matter yields, and reality shifts. The law of immediate manifestation obeys only those who speak as one with the infinite. You do not wait for your good. It waits for you to recognize that it already is. The moment you say, I have, the universe arranges itself to prove you right. Ru. Say it again with power. My word is instant. My decree is fulfilled now. What I speak in faith appears before my eyes. The law of immediate manifestation demands spiritual authority. It does not respond to weak hope, but to divine command. It moves through vibration, not hesitation. The one who knows their oneness with Source cannot speak and be denied. Creation has no choice but to obey the consciousness that speaks as God speaks. Final, absolute, complete. The delay you perceive is the echo of your own uncertainty. The instant you remove doubt, the instant you align thought, feeling, and word, the invisible flashes into form. There is no distance between thought and thing, only the veil of disbelief. Tear that veil with your decree. Speak as one who knows, not one who hopes. Say aloud, there is no delay in divine mind. What I claim now is established now. My manifestation is immediate, for I and the law are one. Every miracle recorded in time was instantaneous, because the consciousness behind it knew no separation. Jesus spoke to the storm, and it obeyed at once. He blessed the loaves, and they multiplied instantly. The command and the manifestation were one. The same power operates in you. When you speak from the divine center, creation does not debate, it acts. The law of immediate manifestation is not swayed by appearances, it bends appearances to truth. Speak this now with holy conviction. I move beyond the illusion of time. My word is eternal command. My faith collapses delay. Understand this truth. The universe is not preparing your blessing. It is your consciousness that prepares itself to see what has always been finished. You are not waiting for wealth. Wealth is waiting for your vibration to rise. You are not waiting for healing. Healing is already accomplished in divine mind. You are not waiting for opportunity. Opportunity surrounds you, vibrating at the frequency of your certainty. The instant you align, the form appears. Hebrew. The law of immediate manifestation is the law of now. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. For eternity exists only in this present instant. The word spoken in the present carries the full authority of the Creator. You cannot create in the past, nor command from the future. You create only from this eternal I am. I am the prayer. Say aloud, I am the presence of fulfillment now. I am the vibration of answered prayer. Now, I am the word made manifest now. Bibr. When you speak thus, the universe trembles with obedience. The atoms rearrange, the seen world bends to the unseen decree. Nothing can resist the consciousness that knows creation is complete. You are not hoping to manifest, you are awakening to what is already yours. Declare it once more, until your cells vibrate with truth. My manifestation is immediate, my good appears now. I live in the instant reality of divine accomplishment. So it is, so it is, so it must be. The law of immediate manifestation is written in the heart of all creation. It is the rhythm of God moving through you. When you speak from oneness, delay dissolves, time yields, and heaven rushes into form. For in divine law, the moment you decree, it is done.